Hey everyone, Joe here. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by today. Like always, it's great spending some time with you, and like always hearing from you, it always makes me smile. So today, I began taking down Christmas 2020, and it is December 28th, and I think this is the earliest that I've ever started taking anything down. Usually I don't start until at least the Epiphany, which is January 6th, but I decided I might as well just get a head start this year. It's been a crazy year, and whatever, we're not having any guests, nobody's here, nobody was here, and this way I can take my time and go a little bit at a time. So a lot of people always ask me, how do I store things, and what do I do, and how do I go about, storing and sorting the tremendous amount of Christmas decor that we have. So actually what I do is, I don't know, for those of you that follow me, I'm here in the dining room, and this year was Candyland Elf Extravaganza. So it was a combination of candy, basically a lot of peppermint kinds of candies, and elves. So what I do is, in the old days when I used to, mimic a lot of the things from year to year, I would store them in bins and say dining room, living room, stuff like that. I don't do that anymore because I mix things up all the time. So actually what I'll do is I make bins of like things. So there will be bins of all red, balls. Then bin of all red picks, bins of poinsettias, bins of peppermint candy, bins of green ornaments, so that the following year, when I start planning out my decor for what I'm going to do, I might use green somewhere else than I did this year. So I don't want to be trying to think of, oh, where did I use that last year? Was that in the I don't want to do that. So I want to be able to organize it kind of just like it would be in a store. All the green things, all the red things, all the gold things, and then I can pick from there what I need. Now, this year what happened was, in these front rooms, the living room, the former living room, the foyer, and the dining room, I used a lot of red in all three of these spaces. And I have a lot of red ornaments. So those bins, as I'm moving through the rooms, will become filled. But the other bins, what I do is when I finish them, I label them and I make a master sheet. And I'll show you that in 1 second. Just hold on to come around and stop this. So you can see right here, I have things separated out that I used in this room. A lot of red picks that are going to go in a bin of red picks. Red berries that will be in a bin of red berries, so I know where to go. And these shiny kinds of holly ornaments here, the peppermints, the candied fruit, the marshmallows, the ornaments that were hanging from the chandelier, these like big candy balls that I made, the large candy canes, small candy canes, pile of elves, elf feet, the dangling balls, and so on. So what I'll do is I'll separate them. Like, these are going to go in a bin with only elf things. So period. So when I need elves, I know where to go for elves. Anything that looks like a peppermint will be in a bin marked peppermint. So you can see right here, I started the bin of red ornaments, and this will be filled up, and it'll be even more than that. And that's going to hang out until I, fill that up. Now, the green bin here, these green balls are done, and they are ready to go upstairs into the attic, as well as all green picks. So you can see what I do is, on the outside of the bin, I'll mark it. Like, so this one will say 8 green balls. That one says 9 emerald. Then what I do is I make a master sheet. So Christmas storage list, and then I have my bin numbers right here, and you can see I'm up to bin number 9 already. So what I've packed so far are some of the smaller wreaths that I had on the windows in the kitchen, and a couple that were in the family room on the tables, the poinsettias that were going up the steps, the larger poinsettia picks that were mixed in with the toys underneath the main tree, the music ornaments that were upstairs in that dresser, and the drum corps that was there is also, I have them packed away. The reindeer with all their names embroidered on it, and the reindeer that were on the garland going up the steps, and then the green and the green. So this is what I'm up to right now, and I'm gonna have to pack away those peppermint ornaments. All right, so these are delicate. So what I do is I put them in another box, and there's some of that puff underneath it. I'm going to put a little bit on the top of it, and then I'm going to close this box, and I'm going to put the box in the bin to protect these, because these are antique and these are really glass, as opposed to everything now that is. All right, now to keep things more orderly for me, so that when I take this stuff back out next year, you know, that I don't go crazy with everything. Instead of just, you know, throwing everything in a bin, what I'll do is I'll take these peppermint candies and I'll separate them out and put these in a bag before I put them in a bin. This way they're all together, and then I can quickly assess how many I have next year, and I don't have to go searching and looking all through the bin, and you know, that's how the stuff gets ruined. And let's face it, this is an investment, and this stuff is not cheap. I mean, even if you buy it in the dollar store, it adds up, right? Everything is adding up slowly but surely. So you want to try to take as good care as you can. And it's best to, you know, it's a pain, but go the extra mile in packing it away, and you'll be much happier when you take it out next year. You won't be going crazy. Okay, so here are all my fake peppermint candy. I see a stray one right here, and another stray one right here. Okay, and they are going to go in this bag. I'm going to put a little tie in it and into this bin. So they'll be separated. And I'm going to do that with all the rest of this stuff. All right, so you can see it's all packed in here, nice and neat. Everything is very neat. I made my sign here. This is bin number 10, peppermint candy, red and white striped ornaments. So I'm going to place it here, and then when it's upstairs all stacked up, I'll know exactly where it is. And on my master sheet, I added number 10, peppermint candy, red and white striped ornaments. And that's what I will continue to do in all the rooms, but, you know, basically I try to finish one room at a time. So those of you that know me and follow me, you know that this was a slimline tree, and what I did was I added in branches to make it, you know, to fill it out to the size that I wanted. But I also, and the tree itself was pre-lit with white lights, but I wanted white and green, so I had added lights in it. And if you remember, if you saw that video on about how to put lights and stuff in, you know, always start, you always turn clockwise, so that when you take it off, it goes counterclockwise, or if you do counterclockwise, you know, it comes off clockwise. You start at this end, not the prong end, the outlet end, and they should basically unwind quickly from the tree. You know, relatively quickly. It's always a little bit of a pain, and it always makes my back hurt, but you know, it is what it is. So you see they're coming off, and I think I had added about 600 or 900. I can't remember what I added onto the tree. So what I'll do is I take them off. See how they, as long as you wrap them the same way, you'll have an easier time taking them off. It's a little bit of a pain, but like I said, you know, I think most of us now have been adding lights to our pre-lit trees, because I don't think they're as bright as we would like. Okay, so, excuse my back. Okay, so then the next thing is, don't just throw them in a bin, because you'll be screaming next year when you go to take them out. And that's what I'll do too. I have bins of, you know, white lights, red lights, green lights, blue lights, amber lights, and so on. So my mother-in-law was a master at this. I'm not as good as her, but what I do is I'll hold in between here, and then I just keep wrapping and wrapping like this. Hers used to look, she used to come here when we were taking our stuff down, and she'd be busy sitting on the couch wrapping up all these lights, and she was really fast and ultra neat. They looked absolutely perfect all the time. I really don't know how she did it so good, but this is the idea. So then I take the end, and then I'll just wrap it like this, and then I plug the other end in like this so it stays in a nice little bundle, and it goes in a bin, and then next year I won't have to fight with it when it comes out. Okay, so I just have to get the rest of it. Okay, so as you can see, I took off the lights that I had put on the tree. I forgot I had added some more white lights. I had added 300 more white lights on there as well, and then these were the green lights that I had on this. So you see there, I can put them all in a bin and label them, and I'll know where to get them. So I still have to take the tree down, and I have to clear out the china closet, and then up there I have those gifts that I have to take down as well. There's a few odds and ends in the room. Okay, so for the most part, I have basically everything. You know, this will come down fast, and this will actually come down fast. So I basically have, you know, this room done. So I hope you enjoyed this little video on how I take down some of my stuff and put it in the bins. And I'll be continuing this. Most likely, the next video I'm going to be redoing this china closet just for a winter kind of look, as well as the dining room. And then I'll be moving into another room. And I know a lot of you have been asking to see where I store all the stuff. So when I get done with that and it's nice and orderly, I'll give you a look at that. So I hope you all have a great day, and thanks for joining me, and I'll be seeing you really soon. Okay, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.